proportional reasoning. So a proportion is when you have two fractions that are set equal to each other. And the reasoning part is when you have an unknown value and you wish to solve for it. You reason through it and you solve for x. So we have three proportions here. We want to solve for the unknown value, which is our x. So for our first example, we have x in the numerator. We want to isolate x, so we want to get it by itself. So to do that, we're going to multiply both sides by 16. This is going to cancel. If you multiply, then divide by 16, cancels each other out. So on our left side, we have 16 times 3 is over 4, so divided by 4 is equal to x. 16 times 3 is 48. Divided by 4 is equal to x. So when you take 48 and you divide it by 4, you get 12. So 12 is equal to x. So we know our x value right here would be 12. A quick way to remember this is if you take the number opposite your unknown value, so the 16, you're going to multiply across and divide down. Cross multiply and divide if you can't remember how to solve for x. So for the next one, the number opposite our x is 16. We're going to multiply across. So 16 times 5. And we're going to divide up. So divided by 2 is equal to x. 16 times 5 is 80 over 2. And 80 divided by 2 is equal to 40. So our x value is 40. And on the last one, the number opposite x is 5. So you're going to cross multiply up. So 5 times 5. And divide down. So divide by 25. And that will equal our x. So that is 25 over 25, which 25 divided by 25 is 1. So 1 is equal to x. So this value right here is equal to 1. So for example 2, you are in charge of making punch for a party. To make one batch of punch, you need 2 cups of juice and 5 cups of Sprite. So 2 cups of juice, 5 cups of Sprite. How many cups of Sprite do you need to make 28 cups of punch? So if we were to make one batch of punch, it would have 2 cups of juice and 5 cups of Sprite. So altogether, it would have 7 cups of liquid. So in one batch, you have 7 cups of liquid. Now to solve for our missing value, we have to set up a proportion. So we want to figure out how much Sprite we need. So we have Sprite, and we're comparing it to how many cups we have in one batch. And we know that we have 5 cups of Sprite, and that there are 7 cups in the entire batch. And we know also that we have 28 cups of punch altogether. So we have 28 cups here. And we want to know how many cups of Sprite there are. So our unknown is going to go in the Sprite side. So notice how all the Sprites are on the top. And all of the batches are on the bottom. So here's our proportion we have to solve. So we're going to multiply across 28 times 5 and divide down. So divided by 7 will equal our x. 28 times 5 is 140. And when you divide that by 7, you get 20. So altogether, we would need 20 cups of Sprite. Example 3. John has found that he can arrange the work cubicles of his employees best if the ratio between the length and the width of the room is 3 to 2. So length to width is 3 to 2. If a room is 6 meters long, how wide should the room be? So you can write a ratio like this as a fraction. So 3 over 2. And this we would know is the length on the top and the width on the bottom. If we need to solve for a room that is 6 meters long, because we're talking about the length, the 6 goes on the top. We want to find the width, so the x goes on the bottom. Keep your lengths the same on the top, all lengths on the top, all widths on the bottom. So here's our proportion. We're going to take the number opposite the unknown, so our 6, multiply across, so 6 times 2, divide up, so divided by 3 is equal to x. 6 times 2 is 12, divided by 3, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So the room should be 4 meters wide.